Hello, happy Halloween, and welcome to Todd Wilson's Georgia Journal. And this time, we're getting into the spirit of things, so to speak. We're paying a visit to the Perry Haunted Barn. It's just off Highway 41 here in Perry, Georgia. It's the third year. Now, not only do they provide thrills and chills for folks from the local area and all across Georgia who come and visit, but they also help out area charities this year. Not only are they hosting a blood drive, they're encouraging folks to bring canned good items in. They get a discount off the admission price if they bring in a canned good, which goes to help out Perry Community Outreach. And there's a whole lot more to it that goes on behind the scenes. We're going to show you a little of what you can experience right here at the Perry Haunted Barn as we get into the spirit of things, so to speak, on this edition of Todd Wilson's Georgia Journal. For the last 3 years, the Perry Haunted Barn has invited guests to stop by and see the spooks, spirits, vampires, werewolves, and other creatures of the night. The annual Spooktacular runs every weekend during the month of October and the entire week of Halloween. And the work on the elaborate rooms and spooky scenes starts early. The planning starts in January and construction begins by late spring and early summer. The time dedicated to scaring guests is more or less controlled chaos and almost goes on year-round. Once the rooms are built by volunteer labor, the actors, who are also volunteers, are brought together to fill each scene. Now, it takes a long time for the actors to get in character and into makeup, as you've seen some of the process going on behind us here. And what we're going to do is actually talk with one of the actors, characters, if you would, Chase Thompson. Chase, how are you?
Thank you for having me.
Oh, well, it's glad to be with you. I see you're partially there. You got the contacts and everything going.
Contacts in, yes, sir.
So you've been doing this. This is your second year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir, it is.
Chase, how much fun do you have being a part of the Haunted Barn?
Actually, I have a lot of fun. Just seeing everyone come in and all, scaring them. It's actually quite a thrill.
Now, have you always been a big fan of Halloween? You like when you were a kid going trick-or-treating, things like that?
Yes, sir. Every year I was in costume. You would not see me one day out in the streets not in costume.
Now, after you've done and got all the makeup on, and then after it's over, you go back out in public and nobody knows who you are, right?
That's quite correct. Unless they've already been to the barn, then they actually see you, yes. Other than that, they will not recognize you at all.
Now, you have some friends maybe that have come and seen you in the barn that you make a particular point to scare?
I have had a couple of friends come through the barn a couple of times. They have not recognized me unless actually I call out their name if I recognize them.
Well, that shows what a good job the folks do with the makeup here. And part of all of this, of course, it helps out some of the charities in the area and helps out this year benefiting not only the Perry Players Theater in Perry and also the blood drive on the 29th and then the Perry Community Outreach with the canned food drive. So that's not only giving you a chance to have some fun and scaring folks in Halloween time, it's also giving back. Talk about how that makes you feel.
When I heard that they were also doing that for charity, I was actually kind of glad that I'm able to help with that. It made me feel pretty good.
All right, and I'm not going to ask you right now, but anything in particular that is your favorite part this year? I know we've changed things around so far through the barn over the 3 years it's been here. Anything new this year that you think folks will really get a kick out of? Don't let anything too much out of the bag, though.
I think they're going to get a kick out of the whole thing, actually. Nothing in particular, but honestly, they'll get a big kick out of the whole thing. That's my personal opinion.
But it's not for the faint of heart.
No, if you're faint of heart, you should not come. You should come anyway, just be prepared for a scare. Other than that, it's for fun.
Now, finally, you ever get nightmares after working this?
No, I really do not.
All right, Chase Thompson with us this week. Todd Wilson's Georgia Journal. Glad you're with us. Well, you'll have to try and figure out which creepy character is played by Chase. Each scene, they too take time to develop the skills of the fright. Other volunteers also help with ticket sales, concessions, and of course, makeup. It's the makeup artists who spend hours creating the spooky, scary effects which help the creatures come to life.
No, oh my gosh, I swear. Long eyelashes are wasted on guys.
The Perry Haunted Barn, our destination, all in the spirit of Halloween, and we hope you're having a safe and happy one. Now, we're behind the scenes before a big night with all the folks coming out, and we're actually going to talk with now the mistress of the dragon. As folks who've been in the past may have remembered seeing a big dragon. Well, Dragon Mistress, how's the dragon this year?
Scary.
Scary, okay. And the haunted barn itself?
Outstanding. Better than last year.
And it gets just bigger and better every year, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, it does. We've added 8 more rooms this year.
Now, Beverly, this is actually Beverly, and that's all we're going to say for now. But if you come by and folks out there have a chance to, if they're in the spirit of things at this time of year, get to come out and be scared and frightened, but it gives back to the community because, as we've said before, it helps out the Perry players, it helps out the community food bank, the Perry community outreach with the canned food donations, and of course the blood drive. And so they may see some blood dripping around here, but then that blood drive coming up at the end of the month also goes a long way toward helping save lives. So it's twofold.
It does. It's touched my family. I've got some EMTs in my family. So, yeah, it's definitely giving back to the community.
And it's a lot of work that goes in. A lot of folks, saw you putting your makeup on and everything. How long does it take you to get all set and ready?
If I wasn't dressed the way I was when I came in, it takes me about a half an hour to put all my makeup on and my hair and my contacts and everything.
And what is your favorite experience in terms of being out there scaring folks? Is there any one that stands out or just anything that comes to mind as far as scaring?
Oh, that's hard to say. It's great to scare any of them, to catch them off guard when they're not looking. It's fantastic.
And I heard the dragon is real hungry this year.
Oh, yeah. He needs some chicken legs.
Some chicken legs. All right, we'll check out the dragon room in a minute. Thank you. Happy Halloween as we continue with our trip to the Perry Haunted Barn on Todd Wilson's Georgia Journal.
Come on in. Look, Brutus, we have chicken legs for dinner. Come on in, my little pretty. Come on, Brutus is a little hungry. Come on, let me feed Brutus. Come on, you little chicken leg. Give me those chicken legs. Come on. Are you frightened, my dear?
We'll continue with more in a moment with Todd Wilson's Georgia Journal. Hope you'll stay tuned. Welcome back to Todd Wilson's Georgia Journal and our Halloween special as we take you inside the Perry Haunted Barn. Now, beyond the months of construction and planning and hours of developing the scenes and scary characters, the crew at the Haunted Barn look forward to bringing new experiences for visitors and also new organizations to help out in the community. Welcome back and happy Halloween. Todd Wilson's Georgia Journal taking you on a trip this week, a spooktacular, if you will, and you never know just who you might run into here at the Perry Haunted Barn. My dear, what's the matter? You got... Holy moly.
What are you doing with my ex-wife?
I thought I recognized her. Hey, farmer, how are you? Say a few syllables.
I'm well for somebody who's been dead for 75 years.
75 years. Well, it smells that way. So, farmer, how do you like having all these people come out to your barn?
Oh, it just kills me with happiness.
And any particular reason your ex-wife is beheaded?
Well, I'm looking for a new one, and if I keep her here, then I compare to all the applicants that come up and see me.
So if you find the right body to match, then you might just make a switch?
Oh, I'm looking. All
right, and so farmer, the biggest experience and fun here that folks are having, it also goes back to the community, which is a good thing too. Even though you've been kind of dead for a while, how does that make you feel about giving back even after the grave?
Oh, I like it. I like it. It's always good to be giving back to the community.
All right,
We got a blood drive going where if you give blood, you get to come in my barn for free. We got a canned food drive, which helps all the needy families in the area. And we got a lot of fun and entertainment, which helps all the little kiddies. But don't bring the little kiddies, 'cause it's scary.
All right. Thanks, Farmer. I'll let you and your ex-wife get better acquainted as we'll continue with our little trek. You want to take us in and show us around?
Come on into my barn. Right this way, if you dare. Come on. Right through here, walk all the way to the end.
All of these labors of horror come together every October to frighten attendees, to help the community, and it's even a good experience for the actors involved. Sounds like we got a bit of a storm brewing. Hunter Huffnagel is joining us now. And Hunter, we're certainly glad to have you with us, but you're kind of creepy, man.
Yeah. Well, that's what we kind of go for, That's what we're all about here.
Now, you did this is your second year, right?
No, this is my first year. First year doing it, and Halloween's always been my thing, so it's real fun doing it. Have a good time.
Well, you really look creepy. I have to say that much. There's a lot of creepy things for folks to see. So far, what's been your favorite experience about all working at the Haunted Barn?
Well, you get a real diverse night every night. You have a whole bunch of different kind of groups come in. You got the groups that are kind of laughing, and they think it's funny, and then you really get them. And then you got the groups that come in and they're just scared out of their pants, and that's the real fun part of it. That's what I enjoy the most.
So, would folks know you or recognize you outside as you are right now? You don't look like this in real life. So, do folks recognize you?
Well, people come in my room and, I disguise my voice pretty well. And so unless they know me really, really well, they don't recognize me. And I think it's kind of funny because I see them go through and then I kind of mess with the people that I know the best. So, they don't recognize me unless they know me really well. But
And so far, any funny things that have occurred or anything maybe that has scared you?
Nothing's really scared me, but I have had a couple of groups come through. The first night I was here, the first night we were live, I had a group of kids come through. We were about halfway through the night, and a group of boys came through, and you could hear them all the way down the hallway screaming and yelling. They came in the room, and I come out from behind a door, and when I open the door, I slam it open. It's real loud. I about hit one of them, and they saw me, and they started yelling. They started running into stuff, knocking stuff over, and they were out of there. And I was like, well, I didn't get to do much, but it was really funny. And sometimes they come in there, and you're just trying not to laugh because you can't break character, but it's really funny sometimes. So,
do you act in school or anything like that?
I do a lot of community theater and school musicals and stuff like that, but this is the first time I've done anything like this. So it's a different type of acting to add to my repertoire, so it's pretty fun.
It's a good experience then for any actor, isn't it?
Any actor, this is it's a different type of acting, and I think that if you are into acting, that you should try doing haunts and haunted houses and that kind of thing because it's really fun.
All right, and for folks maybe out there, maybe thinking about coming, what would you say? Maybe track shoes a good idea, something.
People come through and they're running around. So some rooms, you're not going to be scared out of your pants unless you're that kind of person. But you get scared of certain rooms, and some rooms you're not. But some kids come through and they're just running. So the track shoes would be a pretty good idea.
All right, Hunter Huffnagel, thanks for being with us. Todd Wilson's Georgia Journal and our spooktacular Halloween special here at the Perry Haunted Barn. Hope you're enjoying it. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Leading the whole of the Haunted Barn is Dr. Barn Will Kill the First. He also happens to be the owner of the property, and he really gets into the season of scare. Todd Wilson's Georgia Journal rolling on in the spirit of things as we are at the Perry Haunted Barn, and Dr.
Barn will kill more. The first.
Dr. Barn Will Kill More the First is our guest. Doctor, you scared a lot of folks out here.
Not like my cousin Willie at the front door. Did you meet him, the old farmer?
Yeah, we did. He said he'd been dead 75 years. You have anything to do with that?
72 and a half. He's got to get it right. We have a little bit. I was doing an experiment in the mad scientist room and lost all control, if you will.
And that seems to happen a lot in the mad scientist room there, Doctor.
Oh, you've heard? You've seen what happens in the barn?
Yeah, I happen to have a little experience in the barn myself, and we're hoping that folks will come out and check it out for themselves. Now, it's gotten bigger since you started this, Doctor, like 3 years ago, right?
Well, we seem to think we're normal. Most folks think we're a bit strange, so they pay us a visit. What are we to do? Except invite them in. And we've added much more to it. We have many more ghouls here. My cousin Cootie Kilmore, Willie Kilmore, Daisy May Kilmore. And we're all waiting for you to join us at the barn.
All right, it's going to be a creepy good time for everybody, as you can see. Everyone gets into the spirit of things here. Doctor, I'm not ready to quite be a victim just yet.
Oh, but you'd make a great victim, sir. Great victim. If you'd just come by just a little bit more, and you folks at home, to the Perry Haunted Barn.
Well, I tell you, I am making plans to be here October 29th because I'm going to be donating blood. It's a great cause. It helps out the Red Cross. It's a way to save lives. And in the meantime, you don't have any problem spilling blood, do you?
Not at all. And I know you're talking about Vampire Night, October 29th, as you said, and we can't wait for you to spill. I donate your blood.
All right, Doctor, it's a treat to be with you as always here. Perry Haunted Barn, folks, it's a treat, a trick and a treat for you because
A trick and a treat.